All right, Shalom. Giving our praises and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right. And giving double honors to my apostles and my elders, a great millstone who rule well and worthy to be accounted double honors. And I'm going to give peace and salutations to every brother that's truly pushing the word throughout the four corners of the earth with sincerity in their hearts. All right, for the love of the gospel. And it's the brother Shamaria of the Indiana camp. All right, coming at you with another lesson. And today this lesson is pertaining about Esau. All right, just this past camp, that was a topic that came up, and the topic was Esau given choice where there's no choice. All right, and given no choice where there should be choice. For instance, the topic was vaccinations. All right, it said Esau gives choice about changing your sex. He gives choice about being gay. He gives choice about following the laws and not following the laws of the Holy Bible. But you got to follow his laws, though. There's no choice in that. Or you got to get a vaccine. All right, there should be choice in that, but there's no choice. You have to go get a vaccine. I actually remember. I remember when I was in high school that I couldn't. They actually sent me home and said you can't come back to school unless you get this vaccination. All right, so vaccines are necessary, all right, according to this philosophy of this world. All right, and that should not be. But certain things like going off from the Lord, or you can choose to do that. You can choose to be a faggot. You can choose to be a homosexual. All right. You can choose to pop little children, have sex with little children. You can choose to change your sex. If you were born a man, you could choose to become a woman, or vice versa. And all of these things are wicked, man. These are wicked deeds that he's going to have to pay for. All right. He's going to have to pay for these things, man. Terribly. He's going to pay for these things terribly. And 2/3 of our people are going to pay for him with him. They're going to be cut off in his iniquity. All right. One scripture comes to mind when I think of that. All right. This gets me worked up in my spirit, man, where I have to, I have to do a lesson about it, man. For instance, this is I want to get Isaiah chapter 29 verse 16. All right, and I start at 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? All right, and that's what the so-called white man do, man. When he come up with these things that you have a choice about, all right, or Slacky, he come up with these things that you don't have a choice about, getting vaccinations, all right, going to get this, going to get that, just because Esau say you got to do it, all right. Who deemed you worthy? All right, you putting the knowledge that you have above the knowledge of Yahweh, all right. You esteeming your words as though they have been said by God Himself, all right. You're just the God of this world, but you esteem your words like you're the God of the heavens, okay. And that's not so. And for instance, and because of that, the Lord said, woe unto you, because you do seek deep to hide your counsel, all right, and you do try to hide your works from the Lord. But you don't know that the scripture says the eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the good and the evil, all right, in every place. So the Lord sees everything. He knows that you're going to do it. He knows what you're going to do before you do it, okay. It says, who seeth us and who knoweth us, verse 16. It says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. Who is the potter? The potter represents Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and the clay represents what the potter framed. So we will be the clay. Man will be the clay, all men. All right. Everything on the earth and the earth itself, the Lord created. So the Lord is the potter, and His works is the clay. It says, for shall the work, all right, like I said, the work, it says, so shall the work, Esau, say of him that made it, he made me not. Oh, we were in cave. We started off as NEMA cells, and we advanced to being cavemen and grew from there. So you saying the Lord didn't make you? You saying the Lord didn't form you out of the dust? You saying you got your own history? That's just the word. That's the lie that you esteem above the words of the truth. All right. It says he made me not. Or shall the thing for evolution? That's what I was looking for when he said we started as a fucking NEMA. We started as a NEMA cell and worked our way up and evolved into humanity 30 billion years ago. You know what I'm saying? He's saying basically the Lord didn't make him, man. The Lord didn't form him out of the dust. It says, or shall a thing framed. All right, so the Lord framed us like a potter do his vessel. It says, so the thing framed, say of him that framed it, he had no understanding. So here it is, the Lord created you to be a man, and you go and change and be a woman. Oh, the Lord didn't have any understanding when he made me a man. You know? Oh, God, he didn't know what he was doing. This is Esau, man. This is the man we're dealing with, man. This is the man we're talking about. He pushes this philosophy on the whole entire earth, man. And they all down with it. But not for long. Not for long. The other nations are already waking up to it. And it's only a matter of time before the people in this nation wake up to it. And I mean America. Not a nation of Israel. I mean America. It's only a matter of time before for these people wake up to the craftiness of this devil. All right? The devil is going to come down having great wrath because he knows he had but a short time. And then the people are going to understand that the devil is not on their side because he makes it look like he's on their side, you know? And that's why we out here taking up a proverb against him, man. You know? Let me get that Job. Job chapter 20. Is it 20? Yeah, this is it. Verse 17. Behold, I know your thoughts and devices which you wrongfully imagine against me. All right, so those are the thoughts of the so-called white man, the things that he imagined against us. These things that we have no choice about getting. All right, these vaccinations. Okay, we don't have a choice about that. That's a device that the so-called white man came up with to wrongfully imagine against the Lord's hidden ones, the Israelites, man. You know, drugs, the ghettos, you know, poverty. These are things that the white man, these are things that the white man imagined against us that we know about, man. So we know. So what are we doing? It says, for ye say, where is the house of the prince? And where is the dwelling places of the wicked? All right. Have ye not asked them that go by the way? And do ye not know their tokens? So that's how we know who is the wicked, man. What are their dwelling places, man? We know the Bohemian Grove is the wicked. We know Esau Edom is the wicked that the Bible speak of, man. Why? Because what he esteems. All right. And his tokens, his signs, man. His signs that he is his works. He's come. I get that in 2 Thessalonians. All right, the second chapter. His comings after the workers of Satan, man. And that's how we know who Satan is today. He gives you choice in whether you can become a man or a woman, man. Something that you should have no choice in. He doesn't give you a choice in things like, oh, you have to have this, or you have to have this. You have to have a social security card. We have to keep track of you. You have to have a birth certificate. All right. If you get a car, you got to have a license. If you leave the country, you got to have a passport. That should be things you should have a choice in, man. But he don't give you no choice in that. Or he do give you a choice in something that you shouldn't have a choice in. Oh, I want to be a man. Oh, you know you could be a woman. Or I want to stop being pork. Oh, you know you can eat shrimp. You know. So when it comes to the law of the Lord, oh yeah, he gonna want us to go off. You know, that's in Jeremiah 50. All right, verse 30. It says that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. Ye shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. All right. All right. So the wicked is reserved to a day of destruction, right? So his sins can build up, so he can have no excuse, man. He is reserved for the day of destruction, and he's brought forth on the day of wrath. It's who shall declare his way to his face? It says, who shall repay him what he have done? All right, and the Lord is declaring his way to his face, man, through his men. All right, the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, is declaring Esau's ways to his face. We're the ones, the prophets of the Lord is the only ones out there telling this white devil. And he's not white, he's red. So Salakia is so-called white. All right, so-called white devil. He's red. This red man, the red man, this devil that the Bible speaks of. And it's funny that every cartoon that depicts the devil, he's always red. All right. But that was just a side note. Anyway, who shall declare his way to his face? The prophets, man. The Lord is declaring Esau's ways to his face. He said, who shall repay him what he hath done? The Lord is going to repay him what he hath done. All right. All right. Yet shall he be brought to the grave and shall remain in the tomb. All right. So the Lord is gonna bring him down, man. The Lord is gonna do all of that. Okay. Let me get the other precepts I had, then I'll wrap it up after this. Yeah, man. Cause basically the point was he give you a choice. Well, you shouldn't have no choice, man. Proverbs 94:20. It's like your song. Psalm chapter 94 verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? Frameth mischief by law. What's a law? Okay, for instance, it should be perfectly fine for me to go work on my house. Oh, but he has to say I have to have a permit. All right, that's mischief, man. I can't do no work on my own house because I don't have a permit. That's mischief, and that's a law. So he frameth mischief by law. He solidifies mischief by his laws, man. Oh, another law. You can't grow crops without a permit or without some kind of government papers saying that you're allowed to do that. You can't cross the border unless government papers say you're allowed to do this. Passport ain't nothing but a government paper, you know. Oh, you can't come to this country unless you have a green card. That's mischief by law, man. Because did you have a green card when you came to this country and took it by force, by violence out of the Native Americans, man? And this is how we declaring his way to his face. That's his way. Rob, rape, murder, pillage, and we declaring it to his face. This is what you did. Remember this? All right, come and get me, fucker. You know, because you know the white man's a carnal man. So come and get me then, man, if you want to do something about it, man. And let the Lord deal with you, man. The scripture says, if one shall offend if you shall offend my little ones, it is better for you to tie a millstone around thy neck and cast it into the sea. All right. So if you put your hands on the Lord's anointed, the Lord's going to work with you. All right. So please come, please do. You know. Who frameth mischief by, and it says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee? It says the answer is no. The throne of iniquity has to be cast down first. Then the throne of righteousness shall be set up. All right. Let me get another precept that I had. Ezekiel. Oh yeah, I did say I went to Thessalonians. Let me get 2 Thessalonians 3. Let no man deceive you by any means. All right. Did it not say in Job? It says, "I know the devices you frameth against me." I know. I mean, you know. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there be a falling away first, and that the man of sin be revealed, and the son of perdition." So the promise that the day of the Lord is not going to come until there be a falling away first, and the falling away has already happened. All right, when we lost our heritage, in the book of Jeremiah it says, I believe it's 16th chapter, I believe. Don't quote me, but you can look it up. It's in the words, you even yourself shall discontinue from thine heritage. You know. But it says the falling away first, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And that word perdition means destruction, man. Destroying, utter destruction. And who's the son of that? How did this land get claimed from the Native American Indians, the so-called Native American Indians, which really are the Gadites? All right. By the so-called white man, he's the son of perdition. He got through the working of Satan. It says, "Who Opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God. All right, what is called God? The Holy Bible, His laws. That's called the power of the world, man. It's supposed to be the power of everybody, all men. But he opposeth and exalteth himself above that, saying, "Oh, the Lord said you can do this and that," but no, that's not true. No, that's not true at all. You can go against the Lord. Nothing will happen. You know. It says, or that is worship. It says, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. All right, and that's what he do. He showed himself that he is God. He esteemed himself as the most holy person. He esteemed himself as the children of Israel. You know, the Pope is so holy. You know, he sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. It says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth that he might be reserved in his time. All right, that's that in Job. It says he has bounds he cannot overpass, or something along, roughly paraphrasing, something along the lines of that. All right, it says, for the mystery of iniquity does already work. Only he who now leadeth will let until he be taken out of the way. And who is going to take him out of the way? The Lord is going to cast him down. All right, he's gonna give this devil what he needs, what he owes. All right. It says, then shall the wicked be reserved from the Lord, and with the spirit of his mouth. All right. With the spirit of the Lord's mouth, man. Words, man. His prophet, his mouthpiece. These words, he's gonna be consumed with the spirit of his word. They shall not want to take a parable up against him. All right. It says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. It says, even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan. Satan means adversary, man. So who's the adversary of the word? Satan. So-called white man. The ones that give you choice where there's no choice. With all power and sign, with all power, it's in his power to spray chemtrails. It's in his power to lay guns in our community. It's in his power to take drugs from overseas and put them in our communities. All right? And signs and lying wonders. All right? And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth. So that's everybody. Though the wicked be, though hand the wicked shall not go unpunished. All right. So everybody that's siding with this devil is going to receive the reward of this devil, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. All right. From there, I'm gonna go and get a precept today, and then I'm gonna close up. Let me go get Ezekiel. I'm gonna go ahead and get Ezekiel 28 and 1, and then I'm gonna close up after that. It's Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 1. It says, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man, and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God. And this sounds just like the Thessalonians, right? Well, he has to be quoting something, you know. He's quoting Ezekiel. It says, behold, wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. And you see that, man. He has this devil. He has to make sure that the Bible is real, which he knows. All right, so he has to go and find these archaeological digs and findings to prove the legitimacy of the scriptures, which he has already done umpteen times. You know, he's found Noah's Ark. You know, he knows our history. You know what I'm saying? All right, it says, with thine wisdom and with thine understanding thou hast riches, and hast gotten the gold and silver unto thine treasure. And it's written in the Apocrypha, riches guided by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one kingdom to another. You know, one people to another. So these are all these riches that the so-called white man got. He's stolen from us, you know, or another nation. It says, "With thine wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, gotten gold and silver into thine treasures. By thine great wisdom and by thine traffic, thou hast thou increased." What does that word traffic mean? Merchants, traffic, trade. All right. So with thine possessions, with thine trade, sales, all right, the stock, with thine traffic, thou hast thou increased thine riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thine riches. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of God, because there, because there, because therefore I will bring strangers upon thee. All right, what does that word strangers mean? To become a stranger, stranger, another, a foreigner, an enemy. All right, so you're gonna bring an enemy upon them. All right, who's the ultimate enemy? Yahweh Shai. That's the ultimate enemy. It says, upon thee, and a terrible, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thine wisdom, and they shall defile thine brightness. All right, but this, the strangers can also be the gathering of the nations, man. In Jeremiah 50, the Lord said, it is my determination, not Jeremiah 50, because Joel says, my determination to gather the nations, you know, and execute vengeance upon them. Or was it Micah? But, I don't know exactly where it said, but he said, my determination is to gather the nations. I know in Jeremiah 50, it said, the assembly of great kingdoms will come against Babylon, you know. It says, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty. That's all the North Korea, the Russia, the China, you know. He said, even the mother that bear you shall be sore confounded. All right, Britain's gonna disown you, you know. It says, against the beauty of thine wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness, and they shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the seas. It says, wilt thou yet say before him that slayeth thee, I am God, but thou hast be a man? So how are you a God and you're being slain like a man? All right. It says, be I a God, and thou hast be a man, and no God in the hand of him that slayeth thee. Thou shalt die the death of the uncircumcised by the hand of strangers. For I have spoken it, saith the Lord. If the Lord hath spoken it, who shall disannul it? You know? And that's all I had. And that was the point. I just wanted to get on that topic. There in this land, America that we live in, there is choice where there should be no choice. And there is no choice where there should be a choice. And because of that, because the fact that he esteemed his law above Yahweh's law, and he thinks he is God, he's going to be slain by the hand of strangers. All right. And with that, I want to give double honors to my apostles and my elders, a great millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to every brother preaching the truth about the four corners of the earth. All right. So then, shalom.